Hey friends, welcome to day 10 of the 30-day healing series. The healing series is bite-sized pieces that you can implement into your life so that you can heal from trauma no matter which stage of healing that you're in. If you are interested in seeing which stage of healing that you're in, go down to the description and take the quiz. It will share with you which stage of healing that you're in. It's absolutely free and you get free resources to help you move into the next stage of your healing. I'm Angela. I'm a trauma healer. I've been helping women heal trauma for the last 4 years, and I've been healing my own trauma for the last 10 years, and it has been a journey. So today I'm actually talking about being an empath. And as you probably hear in the online space and with coaches and gurus, it's like a few years ago, it was a huge buzzword. And I feel like it's completely misunderstood. And I know that Teal Swan actually talks about this a lot. And I appreciate that she talks about this a lot because even before she even mentioned it, I had always felt that this was the case. So being an empath is described as being able to feel the energy and other people's emotions to the point where it makes you feel their pain. It makes you feel their emotions. The reality of that scenario is that if you are feeling other people's emotions and feeling other people's pain to the point where it's disrupting your life, you're unhealed. And you are also, if you're an unhealed empath, you're probably also codependent. So here's the thing about being an empath. You were not born an empath. An empath is a trauma response to an environment that is very unpredictable and very traumatic. And so it's technically an adaptation so that you can survive, so that you knew how to act and behave based on how your mom was acting or based on how your dad was acting. So you knew how to notice and feel and observe a tone of voice, the energy, the shifts, the emotions, all of the things, okay? The thing about that, though, is that everybody has experienced some type of childhood trauma at some type of level, which means that everybody is actually an empath. And so just because they don't realize that they're an empath, just because they don't realize that they can feel the energy or they notice the shifts or they can read that, doesn't mean that they're not an empath. Everybody is an empath because everybody has experienced some type of trauma in some way, shape, or form. And there is not a single person that I have met my entire life that hasn't noticed an energy shift or noticed something at least within their partner, okay? So I want you to be aware of this. The thing is that if you're absorbing other people's energy, if you're making other people's problems your problems, we have something else going on. And we have something else going on because that means that we are dealing with trauma that needs to be healed. Empaths do not have to take on other people's emotions, other people's problems, and other people's pain. I know because I've been doing it for years and years and years and years. It is very possible for you to hold space, be compassionate without you absorbing other people's problems or taking it on like it's your own. Now, it does come with healing. It does come with practice. It is something that you will want to do. Another thing that you must know that is also pretty controversial that I feel like people need to understand as well. Being a narcissist is also a trauma response. It is an adaptation to survive an unpredictable and a very traumatic childhood. What happens is that usually a child experiences some extreme neglect or extreme trauma by the age of 6 that they stay into this state of being, if you will, that everything is about them and they'll do whatever it takes so that everything stays about them, whether that's manipulation, whether that's hurting other people, lying. There's a whole plethora of things that they potentially do. The reality is that if you're an empath, you're also usually codependent, and narcissists are also have empath tendencies. That's why they know who to prey on. That's why they know exactly what to say to you, how to talk to you, when to say, when to do it all, and how to do it, right? That's how they're able to shift from all the love bombing into all the traumatic experiences that you experience with them. That's why they're able to do it. The thing about narcissists and empaths is that they're on the same wavelength. They're just on opposite ends. So the thing is that when you're dealing with a narcissist, okay, and I say that quote unquote because, again, the online community has completely bastardized what being a narcissist means, and someone actually being a narcissist to the point to where they're psychotic is so rare that in the online space, most people don't even know what it's like to really deal with a narcissist, okay? And I want to make that very clear. Now, does that excuse the behavior and things that you've experienced with people? No. But the reason why you stay with that narcissist is because you're codependent. It's not because you're an empath. It's because you're codependent, and the narcissist knew exactly who to prey on. And you don't deserve that. And I'm sorry that you've experienced that. And I'm sorry that that's happened. The thing that you have to do so that you no longer attract narcissists is to heal. And in order to break those codependencies, it is truly about healing from trauma. It is also about healing and reparenting yourself so that you integrate, and it's also about learning how to meet your own needs. That is going to be so important for you to be aware of, because other people, until you learn how to meet your own needs, other people are not going to be able to do it for you because you don't know how to do it, and you don't really know who you are if you're codependent. So I want you to be aware of this, because it gets so confusing about what an empath and a narcissist is out there. And I feel like now that we're in this stage 2 of healing, I feel like it's time for you to be aware of these things, and also be aware of what you might be attracting. But also, just because you claim yourself as an empath doesn't mean that you don't have narcissistic tendencies, okay? We've got to start being real and honest about these things. So if a narcissist has those narcissistic tendencies and is also codependent and not confident, what is an empath exactly, right? Because if an empath is codependent, that means that there's also a lot of people pleasing going on, which is also very manipulative, just like being a narcissist is. So I know that this is controversial. I know that you can't necessarily apply any of this to your life like right this moment, but I do feel like it is something that needs to be discussed more openly. And I feel like it's time to lift the veil off of this empath versus narcissist polarity that has been created. And so I feel like the goal here is healing, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that the narcissist is going to magically heal. It also means the empath isn't going to magically heal. But the way out of this is to heal. Now, that doesn't mean that you stop being an empath. It just means that you learn how to develop boundaries, and you learn how to know the difference between your energy and somebody else's energy. And that's what I do with my clients. They learn how to really establish their own energy and what they will and will not accept into their own peace and their own life. All right, this is what I have for you. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.